Welcome to the FFL Weekly, your one stop for all things fantasy football. Only here will you find expert analysis, magnificent takes, and in-depth reviews that will leave you wanting more. Join us on the season-long quest to find out who will be crowned the next FFL champion. Now, here are your hosts, Mark AT9 and Power Surge 55.
You need to lose. You need to lose. Welcome in, everyone, to another show, FFL Weekly. Feisty Asian, welcome to the chat. Hello, Rai. Great to have you both with us.
Hello, everybody.
We got Mark AT, no camera tonight. He had some cam issues. He was on OnlyFans last night, so he doesn't want to switch it over. You can all understand.
Yeah, please subscribe because that actually pays me money.
I'll put that down here. Unlike this, we're getting what are you talking about? We're getting donations into this channel.
Yeah, where are them donations at?
Yeah. I don't know. All right, well, week 11 recap. Tough week for a couple teams. Starting with Dark Brandon, you put up Bo Nix 28 points. Mike's obviously made the wrong call there, wanting to trade me Baker for him, but of course, and Rob dropped him. Another mistake by Rob, unfortunately, but big game from him. Gibbs did well. McCaffrey decent. Andrew just dominated the first three lineups here. But then,
fortunately, just as two receivers.
I mean, look at that. 2 TDs. That's just unfair. And Andrew's receivers just shit the bed. And so, it's just a tough match.
It's really unfortunate for Power Surge. Like, I know. I mean, you spent so much time building this team. If this league was 100 games in a season, I think you probably would be the top forerunner to probably championship.
You know,
fortunately,
what?
Just too late.
That's extremely well said, Mark AT. That might be your best comment ever on the show. If I had 100 more weeks, I think I would be in the contention to make the playoffs. But unfortunately, it's only a 14-week season, and I'm officially eliminated. So, sucks for me. You, on the other hand, however, was losing bad. Raging Clue. That's another unlucky owner like myself this season. Got it for Raging Clue. He had a great game. Brandon Allen, obviously, was notwithstanding, but some good games out of Love, Hill, Walker, Metcalf. Adam was down big going into Monday night, and then just Joe Mixon coming out of nowhere. Wasn't good enough to play for the Bengals, but apparently he could be running back one on another team.
Isn't that something? So, yeah, I was down 20 points. I was not expecting this masterclass performance, but I will gladly accept.
Gladly accept that. That puts you up at 8-3 and firmly in a playoff position along with Jess. Now we get to some meat and bones games, some big games here. As Ryan just mentioned in the chat, Doc Rob, biggest fall of all time. Well, it started with that trade with Rai. I mean, absolute collusion. Investigation's ongoing. We hope to have the results by the end of the season. There might be some what they call the death penalty in football. So these owners, they might be kicked out of the league for next year.
Oh, that's some pretty stark allegations that we have just dropped live here on the channel. But more information to come on that soon. I foresee some red cards being handed out by the commission.
Yeah. I mean, maybe vacate some wins next season at a minimum because that trade was absolutely ridiculous. Rob's out here starting Russell Wilson when he had Josh Allen on his team. Just pathetic. Burrow, obviously. And then he gets Kareem Hunt when he had David Montgomery. Kareem Hunt, 6 points. David Montgomery, another 20-point game this week. Collusion or just the biggest fail of all time. I got to lean to collusion. I mean, Doc Rob's a smart kid, so... Investigation ongoing. Great win for Mike.
Very interesting here for the Tesla gang.
Burrow continues to be QB1. I mean, he would be MVP if the Bengals didn't blow. But big win for Mike. He moves to 6-5. Rob, I think he's lost like 3 or 4 in a row. He's now 6-5 as well. So he's barely holding on to a playoff spot. And then speaking of that, Jeff Prost now. here's that aforementioned Josh Allen, 25 points. David Montgomery, 22 points. And who else did he get from Rob? Or no, that was all he got. And then Rob got 0.
I wonder what was
he had what's his name? He's got hurt now. Prescott. He got 6, and he got 2 from Diva. So 8 points versus 45. Congrats, Rob. 8 points versus 45. Horrible.
I wonder what was in the deal for Rob. Such a commanding team.
Had to be some money on the side. Had to be.
I mean, some extra because he was leading division.
Right. We're hoping the investigation turns up something. Mark AT. You know, nothing's final yet. So we're gonna do some digging. Rob M in the chat. I'll never trade again. Taking one out of the Kevin's book. Well, you might not ever trade again because you might be out of the league, son. After that trade, you know. So.
Commissioner, we should be very professional here.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'll take a step back. Let's wait. After the allegations, let's wait till the evidence comes out. So, back to the game. You know, obviously, again, gutted for Ross. 120 points with a loss. That's top point scorer of the season when a losing effort. He drops to 5-6. Ryan from 0-5, 0-4, 0-5 up to 5-6. Wish I could say I'm surprised. I'm not. Ross with another huge game from Barkley. He's got to hold his head up high. I mean, 120 points and a loss is just, you got to feel bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's right there with Jeff Prost. And speaking of another 2 teams right there is You're Not Worthy versus Team Dash. So Team Dash was the final 2 with Ryan there in the Survivor League, and he shot the bed. He didn't perform under pressure this week. 74 points, and Scooter Main had his best game of the season. Congrats to him. Brees Hall and Josh Jacobs finally returned to form, while Bijan, you know, typical Bijan fashion, shit the bed. And Aaron Jones, he's back, but he's crap. So, hate to see it for Alex. Good game on a Puka. Again, all around, great game for Scott. I think Zay Flowers was the worst player at 9.9, so almost double digits for every player. Excuse me, Jake Moody, 5 points on the kicker there. So he moves to 6-5, and honestly, I thought his team was on a downtrend, but after that performance, he's right back in it. And so right here, I mean, if you can just look here at the middle of the screen, we got 6 teams at 5-6 or 6-5, and for going for 3 playoff spots. So this is very interesting.
3 games left,
lot of drama,
yes.
3 games left. So all 6 of these teams, very high drama. I think Adam and Jess are in good positions at 8-3, and then our last game here this week was your league leader, Captain Gator, 9-2 versus Team Horrible Trade. Who, honestly, if I want to go through it, I think he might have lost 8 in a row, folks. I don't know if anyone in the chat can chime in, but I think he started 3-0 or 3-1 maybe, and he's fallen off the face of the earth here.
Stroud is just decreased in performance.
Stroud's kind of shit the bed. Herbert, I mean, going against the Bengals, he probably had 24 points in the first half, honestly. Mm-hmm. Smart play by Brandon. I chase a couple with him. He's looking good. He's got Cook and Chain. There's a great running backs. Sutton, another good game out of him with Bo Nix at the helm. Just all
Ryan, I hate to
Kelsey, tough match up there. So,
Andrea, we got Rob saying that's the best thing ever if he's kicked out of the league.
Well, Rob, I don't. The show, man. We're bringing in new viewers. I don't know about you guys. We got 6 viewers right now, 9 views overall. So this is a hot league, man. We're moving up. There's gonna be a waiting list, I think, going into next year, Rob. So you might not want to give that spot up. You never know. What's up down to week 11 challenges here, and I'll forgive me. I'll go into the slideshow mode here. So we had week 11 was immaculate. So team starting wide receiver with the most receptions. Now I don't know if Scooter Main's on, but he might want to sit down for this one. So Scooter Main did have the high score of the week, 130.66. Congratulations there to your $5, sir. The overall player with the most receptions, Mark AT, was Brock Bowers with 13, excuse me. But Brock Bowers plays what position, Mark AT?
Tight end.
Tight end, and in the challenge it stipulates wide receiver. So that fell to Jess with Ron. How do you say his name? St. Brown. Let's call him St. Brown with 11. So congrats, Jess, for the $5 there. Scott, you're 5 as well. Feel free to donate back to the league at any time. We much appreciate those donations. And we'll get into the Survivor here. Hold on. I'm hitting buttons. Stay with me, folks. So, Andrew lost week 1, and then we saw Kevin and Scott all across the board. It's a tough seed, Nate, to go, and then Adam Marketeer had a tough loss. I remember that one. Jess then fell off the top team, followed by Brandon, their top team in the league. Saw Mike leave, then followed by Rob, who held in valiantly, honestly, with Marketeer's shit talk, but Rob stayed in there. And then the stream. Rob, appreciate the goosebumps, nostalgic, and the stream cuts. Well, I'm playing music and I'm streaming. That's a lot. That's a lot on my internet. So please forgive me. Rai, if you want to donate that $40, maybe I can get better internet for next season. So always looking out. Appreciate that. Updated playoff standings. These are not up to date. Ran out of time to this today, and we had Margate T's up to 8-3. Captain Gear
was Jess
at 8-3. So I think those two stay at 3-2, and then depending on points again, and then obviously Brandon at 9-2. So then we had those 3 spots for. So Doc Robert's still there, and then Mike would be 6-5 as well with Doc, and then Scooter, I believe, at 6-5. So then we got Dash at 5-6, Ross at 5-6, and Ryan at 5-6. So again, all 3 of you guys in the hunt. The Bucks 3-8, Power Surge 3-8, Clue 2-9. It's officially over, boys. We gave it a great shot,
Was it official, Trig?
Missed the Survivor reel because the stream crashed. Well, that's what I get for playing music, Rai. It was beautiful. Check the recap out once we post this. You'll love it. Hopefully it's there.
Julia, we do not do donations.
Julia Daisy, aka Brandon Shields. We love the money. If you want to give it back, we don't have the money's been paid. We don't donate back, as Mark AT said. Yes.
Week 12.
Week 12, Mark AT. Hopefully, I'm assuming people are back in the chat here. We're at 4 viewers. I'm not sure if people have joined back in. Mark AT, is the stream going live here?
Let me see here. Yes, is performing as expected.
Performing as expected. Appreciate that. We'll jump into week 12. Oh, this is a fun one. Dark Brandon versus Control at the feet. Thank you, Feisty Asian. So, this is funny because Control at the feet. He's hanging on by a thread. He's got Kyler Murray, who I dropped a couple weeks ago because I was sick of him. I got Bo Nix, so he dropped.
Kyler Murray's enjoying those pizzas in New York.
Yes, I did see that clip. And then Julia Daisy. I am Julia. I'm not her, says Captain Shields. Well, we'll have to find out. Maybe a mystery of the season here, who this Julia Daisy person is.
Julia Daisy.
Anyway, so, and then Andrew got McCaffrey way back in week 1 or 2 from Rob, who was hurt forever. And now Rob's got Kareem Hunt going 2.6 points. I just, hate to see it for him. Mike Evans.
And that's with a player on Trig's buy list.
On the buy, and then I got a buy out of London, and Rob's missing a tight end. So he does have Dowdle, who I traded for him for Smith, Smith has been garbage. That was a trade that Rob did win. Dowdle's been better than Smith. He's got Hubbard back, so I think Rob will probably plug in Hubbard over Hunt. The way it seems going for Dark Brandon, I'm gonna get. Doc's desperate. He needs a win here. I think he's gonna get everything he's got. I'm going with Doc.
Wow.
Captain B Shields, y'all gonna try and make a trade? No, because trade deadline has passed and you failed to make a trade that offered to you. It was just a good trade. All right. Oh, this is a big matchup. Ross versus Adam. Look at this projections. High scoring. Very good matchup. We got Barkley and Mixon, probably top 1 and 2 running backs here in the league. Daniels has been on a little of a downtrend for Mark AT. We'll see if he can turn it around. He's got Dallas, who's garbage.
Thankfully.
Chat's getting wild here. Mad Dog Muskie, making tacos for your uncle later. All right.
Dang, can I come over?
Oh, my goodness. Swift, Adam's going with Jamal Williams or Javion Williams, whatever his name is. Javante, thank you. And then we got another Jay Williams here for Ross. Going against A.J. Brown. Ooh, Ridley, see if he can turn it back around. McLaurin. Nico Collins is back for Ross. That's big. This is going to be a tight one. I'm going to call this game of the week here. I got to give it to Ross. I mean, he's trying to survive here, get back to 6-6, get back in the hunt. This might be game of the week too. Look at his matchups here, Adam. He's coming down to the end of the season.
Now teams are really gonna.
This is key. This is key, man. Equal matchups here, QB. Oh, looks like Scooter Man picked up Brooks. Funny. Let's see what he's doing. He's projected 5 points off the bye. Chuba Hubbard is expected to yield some touches to Brooks whenever he's available to play for the Panthers. So we'll see what Scott does. I guess someone's on bye for him. He's desperate. Brees Hall is on bye. So I'm sure that guy will do good for Scott because I had him on my bench all year and dropped him because I had to. Nick Chubb coming back for Mike. Some good wide receiver matchups here. Ooh, it's a tough one. Top 2 tight ends, too, as well. Scott's missing the kicker, so that's going to put an even matchup in there. Make the call, Adam. Who you got?
I don't know. I feel like it's mostly, going to be a close one, like you said. I don't want to make any determination here.
I'll give this one to Scott because I bet Brooks has a blowout game because I fucking dropped him. Right. 8 teams on bye this week. Appreciate the insight, right. Very good insight. Speaking of right, Jeff Prost, the Survivor League winner here, going up against the Bucks. 90 points to 74. I mean, the Bucks, we've mentioned it, Adam. He's on free fall mode. Dobbins and Taylor, I mean, those are 2 solid running backs, but going up against Henry and Montgomery, I mean, it's very even, and got to give the edge to Ryan even. And then wide receiver is just hate to see it for Nate there. Does have Kelsey, but again, Kelsey last week sucked. He'll get a kicker in there, but that's not going to be enough to give him a projection higher than Ryan. I'll go with Ryan here. Get back to 500. Valiant effort after his starts of the season to get back to 500. Raging Clue versus Team Dash. Whew. Alex is hurt and he needs to win bad. Maybe his best matchup chance here going up against Kevin, but Kevin's only 5 points down here with Brandon out on bye. Jordan Love, he's hit or miss. He has a good game. I like Kevin's wide receivers here.
Yeah, his receiver is really good.
Defensive kicker, so we'll see who Kevin gets in for running back. I'll give the edge to Kevin on this one. And finally, we have Jess versus Captain Gator. So, oh, wow. This is the top 2 teams in the league right now.
Oh, wow. Somebody's going to lose here. Good for me.
Yeah, so good for Adam here. Probably, I don't know who he's rooting for, but if Adam can get a win, that'll help him out in the push to get the 1 and 2 seed buys. Looks like Brandon's going with Herbert still. Oh my god! And he's gonna go with both Miami running backs. I don't know about that play, Brandon. I don't know if
that's probably just temporary.
It's just him trolling like he always does. I mean, Jess's wide receivers just destroyed Andrew last week, and they look like they'll destroy Brandon again. until the receivers prove otherwise, I'm going with Jess in this one. So, hey, everyone, quickly before we, as we wrap, we'll go over to the waiver claims here. Oh, excuse me. Looks like, Johnny Smith got added by Doc Roberts. Good ad, Rob. Ross with Anthony Richardson drops Kirk Cousins. Wow, okay. Anthony Richards has been playing better lately. Cam Akers, okay. And we got Kansas City defense. Who they playing this week, Mike? Carolina. Okay, so that could be big. And then Doc. Oh, Doc, he stole my kicker. Damn. Welcome back, Doc. Good steal. I did not pay attention, to be honest with you.
For real though.
And Scooter Main picking up my Commanders D, Jonathan Brooks, my running back. He also gets Jake Bates. Robert picks up Buccaneers defense. Wow. I made a bold. Oh, so Captain Gary was gonna drop Siebert or gonna drop Brandon Aubrey. Wow. Yeah, he was a dog. I had to drop him because I was desperate. At desperate times for Andrew, and he's dropped a lot of good players. He had a lot of good players on his team this year, but no one panned out, fortunately for him. They couldn't put it together. Captain Gare leaving the country for 6 to 8 weeks. Small chance I won't have Wi-Fi service. Missing 2 big holidays. Fingers crossed I get some W's. Captain Gator sounds like he's putting in the excuses already. So, best of luck to Captain Gator.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, yeah. Safe journeys. Thanks for playing. Any closing thoughts, Adam?
Well, besides the normal, we got 3 weeks left for teams to cement themselves into the playoffs here. We got some teams at the top, but they still could drop a little bit. So everybody just stay on your lineups and hope for the best. Yep. What about you, Commissioner?
I'm down. I'm dropping my whole team, so. Get ready
give
for
some free wins.
Claims. Whoever who's waiver number 1 right now, you're looking great. Jess, all right, Jess, get ready for some good players coming. Kevin, waiver 2, love it. Just kidding, I won't do that. Rob M, haven't seen Adam's face in 3 weeks. Captain B Shields, Adam is not real. I can't.
Sorry, I blame it on Commissioner's internet connection.
He might be AI, to be honest with you. I got an AI voice in here and an AI team, because my team sucks. So I had AI do a different team. Anyway.
Oh, Jess says, what are this week's challenges?
Oh, Jess, thank you. Yes, appreciate that, Jess. Good call out. Let's jump back to this week's challenges. Bear with me. And we'll jump up here. Week 13, or week 12, excuse me. Look at these TDs inspired by Rai's name from way back in the day. Team starting QB with the most TD passes. So that'll probably be Bo Nix. He had 4 last week, maybe 5 this week. Could be Joe Burrow. Probably end up being some random guy like for Scott or something, to be honest with you. So, best of luck there. And I appreciate 2B Shields. Thank you, sir. And if Ryan wants to hang on, we can we'll play the closing scene again. I don't know if it's gonna work, if the stream's gonna drop, but I'll do it. I'll try it one more time for Ryan. I'm not gonna give commentary this time. My slide just blacked out, so I'll probably drop the stream again.
I'm not sure it just crashed.
Did it really crash?
No. Rob says let's stream some COD.
Start streaming some COD. Cat Shields is gonna be Herbert. Yeah, it's true. This song slaps. It's a banger. You're right, Mad Dog. Agreed. All right.
Drop it in the chat if you want to see some gaming channel.
Yeah. Follow Trigger Itchy on Xbox.
Mark IT. Mark IT's better. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Thanks again, everyone. We'll see you next week. Best of luck to the teams that are still in it.
Adios.